Let's start off with a look at some of our favorite classic movie monsters. Most baby boomer generation people built these as kids, and they were sure my favorites. 1961 brought us the original Frankenstein, first with an 1.5 inch thick long box and then a 2.25 inch thick long box. Originally molded in light gray plastic, it then changed to black plastic for the 1969 and 72 Glow issues. 1969 brought us the rare Frightening Lightning issue, which was only out on the shelves for 8 months. Then in 1969, the Square Glow issue came out. First with paper wrapped over cardboard, then later with the litho printed right on the box. To continue in their tradition of monster models, Dracula was issued in 1962 in the original long box. Here, the kit bears a striking resemblance to Bela Lugosi, playing the original vampire. All 4 issues of this kit came in black plastic. The color never changed. Make sure your kit has the bow tie and ring, and also 2 bats on the trees and a spider. 1969 brought us the rare Frightening Lightning issue. And then in 69 and 72, we have the glow-in-the-dark square box. In 1962 brought us the Wolfman in the original long box. This was the only kit that the built-up didn't match the box. There was no tree. All 4 of the issues of this model kit were molded in the same dark gray color plastic. Wolfman stands on a rock with his arms raised. Make sure you have the belt knot on your kit, and 2 rats and a skull on the base. Then yours is complete. Here's the 1969 Frightening Lightning box with new box artwork. And here's the 69 and 72 Glow box. The Mummy was issued in 1963 in its original long box. The Mummy has many bandages that you can lose, and it also has different statues around the base with hieroglyphics written on them. The Mummy is a fun model to paint. A skilled model maker can do a great job on him, especially with the details in the face and the bandages. A cobra comes on the base, poised and ready to attack. In 1969, the rare Frightening Lightning issue box came out, and then in 1969 and 72, the Glow issues. In 1963, Aurora issued The Creature, better known as The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Here is an Aurora factory-built promo, which means it was assembled by Aurora employees and painted by Aurora employees. It's slightly different from the original, just in assembly, but it's the same plastic kit. Almost always missing is the lizard's tongue from this kit. Watch out that you have the skeleton hand and the snake's tongue, which are located on the tree. On this promo, the tree is turned around backwards for packing and shipping. Here's the 69 and 72 Glow boxes, and there was not a Frightening Lightning issue for The Creature. 1964 brought us the Hunchback of Notre Dame kit. Shown here is the first issue Anthony Quinn box, and next to it is the long hair box. Now opinions will differ, but I feel the longer hair box is harder to come by. In the first two box variations, the plastic is tan on the Hunchback. And later in the Glow in the Dark series, it changes to a dark brown plastic. There are 4 ropes and 4 rings. Here is the 1972 and 69 Glow issue box. Flashing back to 1963, Aurora made the Phantom of the Opera here in the original long box. The Phantom was originally molded in solid black plastic, and that was for the 1963 and the 69 Frightening Lightning issue. And then it changed to a dark gray plastic in the Glow in the Dark issues. The mask and cape cord are commonly missing items, as well as the rat, the lizard, and sometimes the prisoner's arms aren't there, but they are attached to the bars. In 1969, here's the rare Frightening Lightning issue. And with reversed artwork in 69 and 72, the Glow box. 1964 brought us Dr. Jekyll as Mr. Hyde, shown here in the original long box. The original 64 issue of this kit was molded in white plastic. And then later, in the 69 and 72 Glow issues, it was changed to a brown plastic. There was no Frightening Lightning issue of this kit. There's a spider web on the original issue, but no spider. But in the 69 and 72, there was a spider. There's also a rat, a stool, and a sign, which could be missing from your kit. Watch out for lots of goodies on the tabletop, like beakers, bottles, test tubes, and Bunsen burners. And here's the 69 and 72 issues. '64 also brought us King Kong in the new larger sized box with a $1.50 selling price. The plastic on King Kong's original issue was black with tan trees. Later, on the 1969 and 72 issues, it changed to black with minty green trees. Old Kong is gripping Fay Ray around the waist as she screams. There's a lizard under each foot, as well as a snake under one foot and a snake in the tree. There's lots of little parts to get lost on this kit, so they're very rarely found complete as built-ups. But if you're lucky, you can find one. Here's a look at the 69 and the 72 box art for King Kong. 1964 also brought us a large-size box, Godzilla, straight out of Tokyo. Godzilla was originally issued in fuchsia plastic. You wonder where Aurora got this color plastic. It was a purplish pink kind of color. Then later in 69 and 72, it came out in green plastic, which is more normal for the color monster he is. There's crushed buildings all over the place. There's actually 3 units of buildings that go on to this base and a sign. Then you've pretty much got the base complete. And here's a look at the 1969 and 72 issues box face. Now let's take a look at a couple of really detailed kits. In 1965, here's the long boxed witch. Here you're looking at an original factory assembled promotional kit made in the Aurora plant. The original plastic on the witch in the 1965 issue was dark gray. The 69 and 72 glows were molded in black. There's quite a few parts in this one, so look closely. There's a snake on top of the pillar on top, and there's 3 bottles and a broom in the corner. This promotional issue has a rat instead of a skeleton in the corner. A rat and 3 bats hang from the post. Yes, the witch is a terrific detailed kit, but it can take many hours to assemble. Here's the 69 and 72 box art. 1965's The Bride of Frankenstein was another large kit of the Monster series. And this was the only issue ever made because they had trouble with the molds and didn't want to retool it for the 72 and 69 Glow series. It came in a light gray plastic and came with a lot of parts. You almost never find a built-up of this complete. Always a little something's missing. But this is a highly desirable kit because the molds broke. Here on the head, we left the head bandage off on purpose because we thought it showed the facial detail better. There's beakers and all types of things on the table here. And even some hands and arms and bottles along the floor too. '66 brought us The Forgotten Prisoner of Castle Mare with the Famous Monsters of Filmland logo on the box. The original issue of this kit was issued in an ivory goldish plastic. The Frightening Lightning issue was changed to medium gray. And then the Glow issues were changed to dark gray plastic. There's a snake, 2 rats, a skull, and a skeleton hand chained to the wall. There's a spider on the wall and a sign. This kit was reissued in 1992 in gray plastic with the Aurora logo intact. 1969 brought us the rarest of the Frightening Lightning boxes. And 1969 and 72 brought us the Glow issues. The Guillotine, the Madame Tussauds box on the left, and the regular Chamber of Horrors guillotine on the right. The guillotine was a favorite of children's mothers because it only had a United States shelf life of 8 months. The Madame Tussauds issue is more desirable than the plain issue box. When made correctly, you can put the victim standing up on the board. And with any luck, his head'll even chop off. '64 brought us the customizing kits. On the right contained custom parts. On the left containing a mad dog and a vulture. Kit number 1 contained all sorts of neat parts: spider webs, skeleton parts, lizards, rats, gravestones.